When you visit the Reeves Museum, we're very proud to show you around an authentic Victorian home furnished with the belongings of the family. However, we also make it a point to stress that Jeremiah and Jane's stories did not begin here in Dover, Ohio. Their stories began 3,500 miles away in the United Kingdom. Jeremiah Reeves was born on June 23, 1845, in Motcombe, Dorset, England. He was the son of a farmer who soon fell onto hard times, which forced the family to move to Abbey Vale, South Wales, when Jeremiah was 2. His father, Albert George, along with his older brothers, James and Jabez, immediately began to work in the Victoria Iron Works. When Jeremiah was around the age of 10, he also began working there. Jane was born on January 20, 1847, in Carmarthenshire, South Wales. This beautiful area was also where poet Dylan Thomas lived at the end of his life. Thomas conveys the calm beauty of the area in the opening stanza of his work, Poem in October. It was my 30th year to heaven, woke to my hearing from harbor and neighbor wood, and the mussel pooled in the heron priested shore. The morning beckon with water praying and call of seagull and rook, and the knock of sailing boats on the net-webbed wall. Myself to set foot, that second, in the still sleeping town and set forth. Though they were English, living in Wales they assimilated much of the Welsh culture. When Albert George's sons married, it's important to note that they chose Welsh mates. It's clear that this cultural connection to Wales is so strong that even after Jabez and Jeremiah immigrated to the U.S., they married women who were Welsh immigrants. Jabez Reeves reportedly met his wife Marianne Jenkins at an Eisteddfod held in the Youngstown area. An Eisteddfod is a traditional Welsh festival of music and poetry, and they're still held today. It should be no surprise when you visit our museum that there are music players and instruments throughout the house, starting in our drawing room, where we have a beautiful Hazelton Brothers box grand piano, and going to the top floor where you see our pianola. The ballroom was also the site of many parties, music nights, and dances. The Reeves Band often played for family events, including weddings. Elsewhere in the house, the Welsh influence is obvious. In the drawing room, the chandelier with its hand-beaded glass globes are topped by a gold crown. If you look closely, you'll notice that these crowns are formed by a number of fleur-de-lis, which is a symbol of the Prince of Wales. In the dining room, the Chippendale dining set, commissioned by Jane and Jeremiah, also shows a clear tie to their Welsh roots. The chairbacks are carved in a Welsh love spoon pattern. According to Welsh folklore, ornately carved spoons were traditionally made from a single piece of wood by young men and given to their sweethearts as tokens of their affection and intentions. Though the tradition dates back to the 17th century, it is still very popular today. What a fitting symbol for the Reeves to have chosen to adorn the place that their family would gather together. Though Jane and Jeremiah emigrated as young adults and they loved their new country very much, they never forgot where they came from. When you walk through the front door of their home, we hope you feel their welcoming kindness and perhaps hear the laughter and music and a hearty Bore da as you imagine being invited in for a panad and scones.